over, but a soldier on. Still battling the ghost, no. Still struggling to see the signs. Too heavy for a heart like mine. Save.
What's going on? What's going on, people? What is going on? And I was hoping we'd be able to get on that Spaces tonight, but I'm still working on some things, trying to get it on the X page. But what's going on? My name is Chris Crypto Secret X, and I've been gone for about 8 days. I've been in some lives. I've been talking to a lot of other devs. Shout out to the Unruggables. Had a chance to, sit in some of those guys' live spaces and just get an opportunity to kind of talk and see what some people what are some of the challenges they face with doing the memes. We're gonna look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna look at all 5 memes under the X ecosystem, and there is one group that I have talked to and gotten really good insight. My plans with the memes basically I'm going to move them all to one web page, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to get the now the market caps are where you have a great opportunity. I have a great opportunity to buy what I want and basically own my meme and also create a great atmosphere here. So we're going to look at all of them. We're going to look at Rodman. I had a chance to talk to the top holder in Rodman, and he assured me that what he's looking to do as far as helping with Rodman, and he's going to be a pretty strong holder. Also with Ted, we still got a diamond hand right there. He's been solid there. Looney, I have been accumulating Looney. And Ted Cash also sits at a good position. So the memes are in a great position in which you can get in. And there's some things that I've been learning in the spaces and challenges that some people have faced within the spaces that I have faced here, and I want to address with you. But first, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. It helps the algorithm. Do want to give a shout out to all our new members. We picked up a total of about 400 new subscribers, and I do want to give those guys a shout out. But there's been some things that I have been restructuring, looking at just the whole logistics of everything. Also want to give a shout out to the Patreon group. You guys are still working on that Black Friday. I do understand. We got some people in there. We got 100 people over there. We got 30 paid, but we got a lot of free members over there in that group, just, kind of hanging out. But let's go ahead and look at the memes. And I want to look at every single meme that I've launched since we've been in. Every single meme that's been on DJ and a Pump has all went live, every single one. But with the first one I want to look at and I want to talk about is Ted. And for those of you who are new that have not been here, Ted was the first meme launch. And basically what what I'm planning to do is launch a series of memes in which, number one, the goal is to create memes that won't rug. Now, there are some challenges with creating memes that won't rug from Pump Fun. Number one, you have to know who your big holders are. If you don't know who your big holders are, you go through what I've learned now through spaces, what they call like a shakeout. And it's basically a shakeout. It's the people who just buy they want to make money real quick. And also some of the things I've learned, and let me increase my size here. Launching a series of memes, it stretches your group. But we're going to focus on these bad boys because, in the spaces group, and there's a couple of spaces I had a chance to, listen to the different devs and people talk, people are doing CTOs and all this stuff like that. And what I basically learned is that almost every meme, like they were telling me, they say your market cap, and then somebody say we're at 200K, or we're at 500K, or we're at we went down to this K and now we're building back. I heard a lot of that. I heard a lot of people talking about creating an atmosphere, which, people don't get rugged, but like every single one, if the dev didn't take out, the community took out, or the people who was in on Pump Fund that had no connection to the community at all, just took their profit and they just left. But they got a chance to get in real early. And so when they got in real early, the money runs up, and of course they take their profit, which is not really rugging. Rugging is basically just when, I guess when the dev takes shots, but people taking profit is not rugging. Just people decide, hey, I'm not going to stay in it. There's a group called the Pirates. Shout out to those guys. But what they do, they come in projects that's sitting like at 11.3K. And what they say is that they will pump the bags, they will buy, and then when the coin gets about 100K, 200K, they're going to pull all their money out and they're going on. And they're saying, and that's just what they do. And they say, if your community can't sustain your coin when we come in and help, or they're not convicted to your vision, then they're going to jeet too. And so some of the spacing groups that I really had a chance to sit in, it was just, food to take in. So it is a process. But there is another group that people have, and let me see if I can, let's see here. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get in touch. Just had a text. Trying to see if I can get in with some of those guys. And also, again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I wish we was on the X, but the X is not the X. My X page, we got to check that, because I know we get a lot of people in from the X. I'm going to see if I can share it, or even create a space over there that we can hear people, that people can come over before we get into all of it here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's get that space. I'm just creating that space here, and then we're going to look at all of them. Cryptocurrencies. Start now. Let's see. Then we got a little music there going on, so I'm just going to let that play as people come in. But it is a group, and that group basically, I've had a chance to talk with them too. So I'm just seeing. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can reach out to them, but I'm not sure if they're able to get in touch with me or not. Anyway, but let's go ahead and look at the memes, and then we'll come back to it. But let's look at TED. So where is TED sitting now? TED is sitting at 140K. Still got 1,132 holders. When we look at the top holders, one holder has 9%. The next one has 6, 4, 2, and then 1. So the top 10, 12, 14% is held in the top 2. All right, for about 15% is held in the top 2. All right. Next, I want to go look at Looney. Looney is sitting at 35K, 23 liquidity. The top holders in Looney, we have 3%, 2%, 2.55. And let's look at the DEX screener. Let me look at the DEX. I mean, not the DEX screen. Let me look at the Soul Scan. So let's look at Soul Scan here. And let's see what are the holders here. Let's go here and let's check it out. So when we get with the holders here, again, it's still, 3, 2, 5, 33 on rating. So now, so that the holders have diversified in Looney. They're like 2%, 1%. So those holders are about where I'm comfortable with it right now. And then, so I've been accumulating the Looney and getting that back on track. Now, when it comes with TED, let's look at TED here. Let me go look at TED. I want to look at the holders in TED. And then I'm going to jump over to Rodman. All right. And then I want to tell you what I'm doing. So now we look at TED. Here's TED here. Let's see if you can see TED. TED holders, we got one person holding 83 million. Then we got 57, 40, and 23 when it get down to 2. Once it gets into 2 and 5, not bad. But the top holder, 9%, and the next one has 6%. And let's see here. Well, a 9%, 9 and 6%. So that's that one right there. Now let's go to DAB. And I want to look at DAB. I'm looking at every single one. DAB had the lowest market cap of all. It was at 4K. So let's go to DAB. Now, and some of you may have seen, let's see, and I'm going to tell you why I am looking at doing what I am doing. Let's see here. All right, let's go to DAB. All right, let me show you DAB. Top wallet, 87 million in DAB. All right. Pretty much all of them. Eventually, that's me right there. I'm accumulating and buying it. I know, we've had one exit. So, and I'm gonna tell you why I like this and what's going on and what'll help with all of them. Mad Alfred E. Newman. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to Mad Alfred E. Newman. I'm glad y'all came in. I've been talking with them a lot. I actually been buying some, and I'm going to show you. They've shown me something that's quite interesting that I think will help. Just open my eyes up to a lot. So I want to show you something. I want you to look at this real quick here. So let's go, and I want to let y'all see this. So let's see if I can get it on the deck screener here. And then we're going to pull up Rodman too. All right. So while I'm pulling that up, let's go to Rodman to see how Rodman is. Rodman, the top holder, 4.47. And I do know that's one of our in our Patreon group. He has the 47 million. He's holding there. He wants to make profit, but at the same time, he's accumulating and he's getting we have people in our Patreon group that are buying and they're becoming the top holders in each meme. So basically, they're going to really be taking those memes over. They're going to be pushing them. We're going to get them all in the ecosystem. We're going to get them all on one web page, and then we're going to all start continuously promoting our memes while teaching people to onboard and buy them. Now, the end goal, once we get these things in the position where we want with new people coming in, then the next thing is that's when we'll start pushing. You can't push for listings with such a low liquidity and the low market cap, but we do have a chance to get strong holders in these coins. And that's what almost every project that I heard when they came on stage, they were just talking about having people that were strong within their projects. Now the Unruggables do a little different. They have a series of coins they launch, all of them, some of them about like the market cap here. I was in their group where they launched one, I think it was called Marty. It didn't go live, but it did retrace back. People sold before it went back live. So the one thing I am kind of understanding this is that it's quite significant when you put memes out and they launch and go live as fast as they did. That was one thing I learned that. So in other words, I have a lot of people following just the launches, but the thing with just launching memes, you just become a pump and dump. But I am going to work these 5 memes because all of them are good. The biggest thing, right, for me is knowing the holders, knowing who's in there. I do appreciate, I'm not going to give his name, but I do appreciate him reaching out to me. If he wants to give his name, I'll let him do that. But he is accumulating Rodman, and he is our top holder. And I'm also going to be accumulating Rodman. I'm also going to be accumulating Looney, and I'm also going to be accumulating all of them. Ted Cash. Ted Cash is another one that sits at about 11K. The two that's been holding right now, Looney sits at 35, and Ted sits at about 140K. So all these in any type of bull run with new people coming in could all shoot, up if you have significant content out, which we do have content on every single one. The community, which we do have people in the X group. And I understand that we even had people in the X group that launched, put a coin in the X group, launched it, and people sold on that coin, which is called Bonky. And so we have, it's kind of been like where the community's kind of been kind of scattered. Okay. So, and the second thing about it is turmoil is good because it just kind of lets you see who's really with you and who's not. Because from every meme that I listened to in every space, it seemed like they just all had that same thing that they were going through. And so as they were going through it, it's like they had to, I guess, accumulate a whole new crew. And I think we have a very significant crew that's coming in that understands how to push memes. I think we got a few people here that still understanding that, and we still got a good thing. So I'm going to be working on that really hard. And the biggest thing, and let me show you why I say that. They put Mad Alfred Newman in here, and I have been buying Mad Alfred Newman. And let me show you about their chart. This is what I've seen and I've learned. Let's see here. Let's pull it up. Let's see. See if I can get it pulled. Golly, man, I hate this because I can never get the. Okay. Well, let me see if I can show it to you like this. Okay. Mad Alfred Newman sits at 609K, 85K volume. But if you look at their chart, I don't know if y'all can see that clear, but it's here. And then their goal is not, and we'll show you, look at how their chart looks. Every time you see a red line, it goes up every single time. And it's still going. I'm just showing you the chart. You see what I'm doing? Still going up. Still going up. Boom, boom, boom. A few bots there. But even the sales can't hurt it. Sales can't hurt it. Here's what I saw in this. And I know Rico, Moneyback Rico has been talking about it. We've had some people in our group that's been talking. I've seen some people in our group. But let me see if I can pull up. Let's see. God, I'm trying to get to their page, their website. So let me see if I can get to their website real fast. All right. Well, let's go to their X. All right. So here's the one thing that I like about it. And I'm going to read it. And I really like this. They're saying the Mad community shares a singular goal: to buy all of their coins until none are left. This isn't a plea for others to buy in. It's a declaration of their belief in their project, backed by their money. They don't seek external coverage. They will tell their own story. Their community mission is clear: acquire all the tokens and effect societal change based on their principles. They stand firm in their beliefs, reject outside interference. If you're with them, you share their vision. They don't talk much. They move as one, true unity. You look at Moneybag Rico, he's been talking about him. And the thing is, I've even said a few things about him in the space. And they welcome in. But here's the thing that they told me. And here's what I do understand about this. Buy your token. Buy your token, own your token. And then when you own your token, you understand the base floor of the token. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the tokens. And with the market caps, the way they sit, they told me it is a very easy thing to accumulate. And once you accumulate, now you have the opportunity to set your own floor. You know what the floor is. You're not asking people to hold. They're not asking people to hold. You can trade, but it doesn't drop because they own it. And it's not many. It's just a few. And we've got a few people in our group that now is adopting, and they understand that. And so we're going to create that. So we're going to go ahead and shape our memes. And here's the thing. And I know this is some of the things that they did tell me, that you're going to have some people sell as soon as they get even. They're going to be gone. And when they leave, you want them to leave. You want to accumulate as much as you can. And then you want to, move the way you can move. So I think we have a group of individuals here that I've been talking to that have that same mindset. And so if you're one of those ones that are thinking about, hey, I just want to make my profit back, then I want to leave and move on, it's no problem. I understand that too. So we can all break, but we're going to go ahead and make those moves and get those things done. We're going to push the community. And I'm going to talk about my Looney, my Ted Cash, Dab. The only reason I don't like memes of color, because there's 6 memes of colors out. It's 6, and basically they basically attached it to all our social medias, which I don't understand that. And so, but there are other Teds out, and so, but the thing about it is we're going to try to go ahead and get those taken down. But we are going to accumulate all our memes on one page. And this is not the only YouTube channel that's doing it. This is not the only YouTube channel that has the same meme sitting at the same price. This is not the only YouTuber that's talking. They told me all the same thing. I looked at saw Hoagie. He was doing a video. He said he had a huge sell-off in his community. Then he had a few people that hung in. Daddy had a sell. So everybody accumulates, has a sell, because people take profit. And I don't fault people for taking profit. I don't know why people fault people for that. The biggest thing with it is just, you as a dev, you got to own your token, and you're the one. So, just got to own it. And so I'm going to build as I go. I'm going to steadily keep working that and keep doing it. And, you're going to bite a few bullets in the beginning, which, you're going to have a little egg on your face in the beginning. And, I've had a little egg on my face, and I'm not afraid to face it. I'm not afraid to, face the music, and just let you know. But I do know this: I'm a fighter, number one, and I'm going to keep going. And I know in the process of doing that, I'm going to find people who have that same mentality. Now, I know I got a few, I call them vultures, is with me. This is like, yo, look, they're kind of hanging around the buy, the sell. But I will never make, and I'm going to say this lie, I will never make another token under X, and you can count that I will allow somebody to own that much of my tokens, period. And if that's what you want to do, then you got to go so much, but never again. I promise you that. I'm going, in that way, I can assure a lot of things. And so if people don't like it, I understand that. I'm going to work these. There's 7 billion people in the world. I haven't touched them all. And the one thing I do know is I'm a fighter. That's it. I am a fighter, and I'm going to continue to fight. I'm going to continue to dig. I ain't going nowhere, and I'll face the music. And all, the only thing I look at it is, you have I mean, it's just we going through a little situation where you go through it and you just got to push through. And I may eat the bullet again on some of these, but the low ones I don't think I have to eat like that. But it's some of them, you may leave. But I know the ones that stay in the fight with me, we will win in the end. I promise you that. And so you understand that, just like you're a fighter, you believe the same concept. You believe that whatever you stick with, people leave, they leave. If people go, they go. But eventually you're going to run into the loyal ones. You just got to keep digging and keep fighting. I understand this is a crypto market, and you understand that when you invest in crypto, you can lose your money. It's no guarantees that when people buy with you on Pump Fund, it's nothing written in stone that they have to stay with you. There's nothing written in stone that they got to keep all their tokens and hold them till eternity. It's nothing. But I do like the group at MAD. I own MAD, and I see what the power is when you do it, and that's just been something I've seen there. And so let's go, all the ex elite. Let's go, and we'll build it. And the biggest thing is all we're doing now is just we're shaking out the weak ones. The weak ones will leave. We will get you. We will start building. And here's the thing: it's not financial advice, but it is risky investing in memes and it is risky even when you try to do memes because you just don't know who's with you. Some people have, put their face on camera and talk to me and say, "Yo, this is me. This is who I am. I'm here to stay. I'm rocking. Let's go." I understand what the process is like, and they're constantly telling me, "You got to shake out everybody." Like I've had people even tell me, like, "Let them leave, let them go, shake it out, let's go." But we're going to push these memes. We're going to push Ted. We're going to push Looney. We're going to push Ted Cash. We're going to push Dab. We're going to put them all on one site, and we're going to get them wrong. We're going to start teaching people how to onboard and how to get them. And that's the thing. We got Pinky Coin. I don't know much about Pinky Coin. I know Pinky Coin, they say, is the sister Ted. What's going on? I don't know who created it, but I think it's pretty funny. Just kind of looking at it, Pinky Coin there. But I do think those y'all who have hung in there. I know it's been a bumpy ride. As you know, in crypto, it can be a ride. The market does go up, it does go down. But as long as you keep fighting, eventually you will win in the end. I had a chance to sit in on Crash and listen to him talk about different memes. I had a chance to sit in on a couple of people. Brett Gold had a chance to sit in on their spaces and listen to them, and all of them, like Brett Gold, they said it went 7 million, now they had 200K, and their thing is you got to fight Moneybag Rico. I listened to him talk, and he's like, this is when you got to really fight for your bag. So all those guys, after I'm listening to them, is just you got to fight for your bag, man, and that's a part of investment. So it's like you gotta keep going. I think sometimes you got to go places where you get recharged, and I think just listening to those people talk about just some of the things they were experiencing, I'm like, that's the same thing over here. So I'm like, it's no different. So you just got to keep digging, keep grinding. But the one token I have seen in that group, which is the MAD group, and I showed you their chart, and that's how I want our charts to look. And I'm drawing inspiration off this, because this is what happens when you get that. I mean, I love it. I mean, look at it. It's like, and it's not no 2 days old. It's been out 25 days. This is 25 days. And just look at the chart. And I'm going to aspire to do the same thing. I'm buying. I buy too. And it's all the way up. So it sits now, and the volume, and the reason they tell me the volume, because they're not advertising, they're not telling people to buy. They don't want people to buy. They want to own it all. And I'm like, wow. So it's an 86, and that's only a few people, and they move it to $611 K, 611,000 K market cap. It's about to drop another zero, and they're dealing with a few people. and I've heard Moneybag. He's talked about it. I mean, I like the concept, and I think that I can, I'm gonna learn from it myself. And I'm buying, I'm accumulating, and I've accumulated quite a bit. I've accumulated quite a bit of Ted, more and more Looney, more Ted Cash, more Dab, accumulating them, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna keep talking about them. I've already have a series of videos during the 8 days off that I've been working on to release. And this is basically teaching people how to onboard, how to buy on Deck Screen and with the Phantom Wallet. And a lot of people, the new retailers, when they come into this space, that I think that's going to be the #1 videos that people are going to start going after this. How to onboard. How do you buy memes? It's not going to be the crypto people. It's going to be the newbies. The crypto people in Degen, they just kind of jump, panic. We can't, is what it is. I'm seeing this. This is not a fight that one person. This is a fight. I'm seeing this. A lot of people are dealing with. But we like it when it goes up. We hate it when it goes down. It makes us angry when it goes sideways. But the one thing I will tell you is I'm going to keep fighting. So I did take my 8 days. My 8 days was me just taking time to see what other people was dealing with. What are some of the challenges they face? And that's some of the things that I've heard. And so like here, we've had, I'm not sure these are bots, but you had a few sales here. But Ted still sits at 141. Now, the one thing that is with Ted is that it does, still holding. Same group, still holding. Yep. You got to buy because and let me tell you another thing why you got to buy your own token. And this is one thing I see that, and I'm telling you, I've learned this. I'm going to give a shout out to Crypto It Is, Mad Alfred. Here's the thing. You got to buy your own token. You got to stand on what you believe in. You got to buy it. You can't ask people to buy it. You got to buy it. You can't ask people to hold it. You got to hold it. All right. And I'm not talking about buying it where you own like 6%. I'm not buying it when you own 80%. I think they found out Crash with Brett, people were complaining, but they own like dang near 81% of the token. So what happens is only 20% for sale. So, they control it. It goes up to $1 billion. They're going to burn 500, but they own it. And all those top tokens, they own their tokens. So those big, massive dumps, but they own it. And that's the thing. And that's where as a developer, you just got to bite the bullet and buy and buy and buy. And Mad Crypto It Is, it's kind of a couple of them just kind of laid it out. You got to buy it up, man. You got to buy it up. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Black Friday's there. I know who the top wallet, I know who the top holder in Black Friday is also. And he has assured me he's actually in the Patreon group. He's in Rodman, but he's actually assured me he wants to get it live too. He's not looking for people to buy it and he pulls it out at the last minute. So I've talked to him again. If he wants to tell you his name, I'll let him do it. I'm not going to do it. But yep, they got telegrams, they got the web, they've done all that stuff. But that's in our Telegram group, and it is on Pump Fund. And we even have people in the free, people who's nobody's really left. And what I'm understanding is people are still hanging around. All right. And so though they may be quiet, a lot of people are still hanging around because I get, hey, when are you launching another coin? And my thing is, this is where, rubber meets the road. I'm going to work on these. And because when I look at most memes, out there. They don't have somebody constantly talking about them. Number two, the community. Got a few people in the community talking, not many. A lot of telegrams you can't talk in. And so just kind of talking with the MAD group, what I've learned is that you don't need all that. You just need a few, like that movie, A Few Good Men and Women. You just need a few. And y'all just have one common goal no matter what. Just look each other in the eyes and say, this is our common goal. We're going to do it no matter what. And you can go to Moneybag Rico video. You can go to a couple of them. I've seen it. I've seen the videos. Every YouTuber, when they look at their videos, the only thing they can say is, this chart, I've never seen nothing like this before. And that's 25 days. We can do the same. We can do the same thing with ours. And it starts with me buying it up and going to get it. But that's what's going on. So, hey, the mean world is tough. You get it. Some of y'all that you've left and you've been out there for a little while, you know what it's like, and you've already experienced it. So that's why I know we still got some people hanging around, because once you get back in that world, it's doggy dog. And I'm seeing that in spaces. The more and more I talk, the more and more it's doggy dog. And I see that. So I'm going to hold my guns. I'm going to keep talking about my memes, whether you like them or not. You don't have to buy them. You don't. I'll buy them. And I'll give my crew and we'll buy them, and period. That's it. So that's how I look at it. Patreon group, I'll be coming to you. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do what we need to do. We don't need a lot. We just need a few. And then build it and they'll come. And I've learned that overall. So just want to kind of come and talk to you today. But that's what's going on. And we're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep rolling. All right. So Pinky, Rose, I see Rose in here. Keep digging, keep going. Thank y'all for chiming in, and the other ones. Again, I'm going to try to get this on the X, but right now I see where the socials are kind of blocking, like it's blocking it. So I gotta do some things to kind of get that that little blue check mark there. We're going to change up. I know I'm going to change Looney back to the original art. How I saw it, I thought I like it. I'm going to go back to it. And I'm going to work on some other things with the other sites to get everything in place. And then I'm going to roll. And I'm going to adopt some of that MAD concept. But let's go get it. But thank y'all for joining me today. Just real short, I just want to kind of come and talk to you. I know it's been 8 days, and when one day goes by, people start saying, where's the dev? What happened? I'm still here. I just want to take some time to get into spaces on X and just kind of listen and see what's going on, and just, how people are other devs that have it, because there wasn't that many devs like out there on social media doing the coins now like they're doing now. Like, it's a lot of people doing coins. A lot. It's a lot of influencers doing coins. It's a lot of musicians, everybody's doing the coin now. And so like Jason, I think they just did a coin, and they said that somebody rugged them, and now he's trying to buy it all back to take care of that. So I'm understanding now this is it's just a part of the degen, So, but the one thing I have seen with one or two groups is that the people in their group, no matter what, they are just loyal as crap. And I think because of that, a lot of people are joining their community. Like even when they tried to launch a coin on Pump Fund, and it went to 98%, and somebody sold like 20% of it. Everybody was like, dang, somebody sold. But the community didn't fall apart. They just kind of say, hey, let's keep going. It never went live. It just stayed there. but everybody kind of just moved on and said, hey, let's go. I hear them in the groups. They're talking about it. And I was like, you know, and I put a post in our group. I said, that's just what it takes. But you have to find those. Right? I mean, you know, it's not through the good times that you find your loyal people. It's when it's rough that you find your loyal people, your loyal ones. And loyalty is really difficult in our day and time. Loyalty, you're going to go through the hard times with them, no matter what. And so we're going to keep digging. And I do think we do have some people that understand that loyalty part of it. I'm not saying they're loyal, like where they don't sell, they don't, you know, take profit, but they don't try to kill a project, or they're working, they have a concept. And so it's not, like I say, you just got to see who's around you when the chips are down. Everybody's around the chips up. You just got to see who's around and who you're talking to when the chips are down. I always remember that. But we're going to keep digging. I like listening to other Dales. Yep, I love listening to Dales in other spaces, being in live CTO, see how others are doing it. Yep. With the and the CTOs, there are so many CTOs that people are, you know, are doing. You know, and this one group that they actually, you come up and they talk, but the only thing I hear a lot with the CTOs is people like, we're taking it over, we're getting it, and some go well, some don't. I even saw a church, man, they're doing meme coins. Everybody's doing memes, and everybody's battling with the same thing, the same thing. So it's not nothing uncommon. It's not. I mean, you just get on space and just listen. Just listen to people talk about their projects. And I was trying to find one that somebody said, hey, we went here, we went to 5 million, we went to 6 million, we went to 7 million. And then they'll say, what's the market cap now? Well, we're at 200K, we're at 100K, we're at 90K. You know, we're starting over. We only been out for 2 weeks. I'm like, I just hear from everybody. And I was like, wow, I'm stay with mine. I'm stay with my Ted, my Looney, Ted Cash. I'm gonna keep talking about them. I'm gonna keep, and then, you know, we're gonna mix some of that onboard and stuff too. But hang in there, people. Those of y'all who rocking with me, let's keep rocking. If you choose to move on, you know, move on. And I wish you well. But we're gonna go ahead and make this money back. And here's one thing I also heard in the space group. If you was able to get to 3 million and 4 million one time, you can get there again. All right. So if you're a dev, they said if you're a dev and you had a coin that went to 4 million one time, you can get there again. And so I believe that. And so you know, let's roll. Let's get it rolling. Appreciate y'all for joining me today. But I had to take that little time to do me and listen to stuff and find out some information. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to rock out of here. Unless y'all got some more comments y'all want to drop here. Let's see here. No more. Anybody got any other meme coins that's out there? I know we looked at MAD, but any other meme coins out there? I know I looked at a few of them there. So let's see. Okay. I don't know. But just live, man. So if you're looking for me, I ain't hard to find. I'm right here. Other than that, man, y'all be good, and I'll be talking to you later. Oh, but you know I can't leave. You know what? Let me stop. I can't leave without saying you know, my quote, man. And it is so on point. What you will never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you will never climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris from Crypto Secret X.
Keep my heritage to keep me clean. Keep the devil watching over me. Save me. Save me. less than before I walk away. Spellbound, I'll stutter, I pray, release.